Hey guys, it's Alex here from Homey. In this video, I want to show you how to work with Amazon Alexa's routines. And routines can be really useful for when you want to use some custom phrases to trigger flows that you have running on Homey. Now, for instance, I could do things like this. Alexa, I'm filming a video.
Okay.
And you'll see that that custom term is now used to turn on the lights I have here. I want to show you how you can set this up for yourself. Now, I have a video covering the basics of setting up Amazon Alexa with Homey, importing and syncing some of your devices onto Alexa. So if you're looking to do that, check the description below and you'll find a link to that video. In this one, I want to keep it to setting up some of your routines to use with Alexa. So simplifying the way that you activate or trigger your flows. Now, the first thing you want to do, if you're setting up Alexa to activate or trigger some of your flows with routines, is set the flows that you want to use as your favorite flow. Now, I'm here in the Homey app, and if I head to Home, you'll see that I have a couple of favorite flows here. And you'll see them here in the Home section. Now, to add a favorite flow, tap on the Settings icon to the right of Favorite Flows, and select the flows you want to add as favorite flows. So for instance, I want to add Leaving Home and Coming Home. I'm going to use these in routines in just a moment. Now you can organize your favorite flows. So for instance, I can have Leaving Home and Coming Home above my other flows. Then I'll hit the check mark to save this, and you'll see them appear here in my favorite flow list. So I can scroll through the list and you'll see that I have 5 favorite flows set up. Now I've added 2 new favorite flows. What I need to do is sync these with Alexa. To do this, I can say, Alexa, discover new devices.
Starting discovering.
Now Alexa is discovering new devices that I've recently added to Homey. And this includes the 2 new favorite flows that I just set up. So let's head over to the Alexa app and have a look at how it imports these. Now let's switch over to the Alexa app and have a look at how these flows have been imported into Alexa. I'm here on the devices page, and if I swipe a little bit to the right, I'll see an area called scenes. Now, scenes is what Alexa calls flows. So your favorite flows get imported as scenes. So if I tap on scenes here, I can see that the 5 favorite flows I have been imported. I've got Coming Home, Good Night, Leaving Home, Movie Time, Studio Time. Now at this stage, you can actually immediately trigger one of these flows by saying, Alexa, start Leaving Home.
Okay.
And you'll see that Alexa turns off the lights as a part of my Leaving Home flow. Now sometimes saying a trigger word like start or activate is a little bit unhandy. So I prefer just saying, Alexa, I'm leaving. And then the flow would trigger. To do this, you can use routines. So let me show you how to create your own routine. In the Alexa app, head to More and head to Routines. You'll see that I already have one routine created that I used in the beginning of this video when I said, Alexa, I'm recording a video, and the lights turned on. Let's create another one for the I'm leaving home scenario. So I hit the plus in the top right to create a new routine. Now I want to add a name for the routine, so I'm going to call it Leaving Home. Hit next, and then add a trigger, so when this happens. And in this case, I want to use a voice trigger. And now you can use any custom phrase that you want. So in this case, I'm going to say, Alexa, I'm leaving. Hit next, and then add an action. Now Alexa has a bunch of different actions that you could use. For this, I want to head down to Smart Home and go to Control Scene. Here, all your favorite flows that you've got running on Homey will be available. So I can select Leaving Home and hit Add. Now you want to save the routine. So I'll tap on Save, and you'll see that it can take up to 1 minute for it to be available on the voice assistant. Now I've given Alexa a minute to sync everything up, and now she should be ready to activate my routine. Let's try it. Alexa, I'm leaving.
Okay.
So you'll see that the routine is activated and the lights turn off. In fact, if I go to the Homey app, I can see that all the lights have turned on in my home, since that's a part of the flow. Now, to show you the flexibility that Alexa has to offer in routines, let me head back over. And now I can actually change the trigger word for the routine. So if I don't want it to be I'm leaving, I can change it to something else. For instance, Alexa, I've finished recording. Now that I changed the trigger word, it takes again 1 minute for everything to sync up, and then it should be available. So I turn these lights back on just to show you this in action. Alexa, I've finished recording.
Okay.
So you can see that you can create routines with any phrase that you want. So whatever suits you best for the flow that you want to activate. All you need to do, make sure it's a favorite flow, sync it up to Alexa, add a routine for it, and you're good to go. And the great thing is that you can edit the flows with Homey without needing to go back and sync everything up. What will happen is Alexa will still trigger that flow even if you've added new actions to it. So the pairing between Homey and Alexa is a great way to get in a better flow with your smart home.